new season of NFL football is here, and we're off in 2023 on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. The NFL's second leading rusher in 2022. Here's Derrick Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Now 1 for 1, a lot more to go. A first down carry for Henry. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. To throw is Jackson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know what's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to give them a little bit of credit for fortitude there. 4th and inches, and they don't run the football. Normally, you just wedge your way through, fall forward, find the yardage. They took a shot and put it in the air, and it paid off.
Maybe they saw the defense overcommitting.
A lot of confidence there, though, because even if they overcommit, you just want to make sure you get the first down. You throw an incompletion on 4th down there, they're going to second-guess you the rest of the game.
That one good for 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. Oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now Jackson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. No problem there. They get the first by plenty on 4th and inches. Now it's Jackson. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared.
Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 21 yards away. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Yellow. 15.
They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 8.
At the 20-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Damiere Byrd. This is fielded at the 27. A good return there, 17 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedural, having to do with deadlines and roster construction and such. But the two kind of caught my eye, Charles. One is the option to fair catch a kickoff and have it come out to the 25 like it does in college. You like that?
I don't like it at all. I don't like it in college. I don't like it in the NFL. I want to have something different. And I really wanted the special teams coaches to be a little bit more involved. But I do understand why the league is doing it. They believe it promotes safety, and it's hard to argue against that.
What about, this is the other one, guys can now wear the number 0. We've already seen some make the switch, Calvin Ridley, DeAndre Swift, Braxton Berrios, amongst others.
Yeah, and you know something? When you see those guys make that move, I don't mind that at all right? A little more expressionism for these guys. I love it. I just think we didn't go far enough. What about 00, like Jim Otto used to wear or Kenny Burrow used to wear? Let's add that back to the NFL jerseys.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run
this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
On third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Here now, 2nd and 4. So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Bird will not bring this out, and the drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have more bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. 61 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So they'll run it again with Henry. Got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Henry. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Jackson now. Touchdown Panthers. Derrick Henry taking it in. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offensive coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was this successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. O.J. Howard, 67 yards. And the Falcons strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And support by York is up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Woods. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Jackson trying to hustle his unit up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. Boswell's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Boswell set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Falcons, 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
At the 44-yard line.
They run it again with Hill. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and they have regained the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Now Jackson on second down. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Jackson from the shotgun. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Carolina. Nico Collins, 65 yards. And the Panthers have retaken a third-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. They get the conversion, and Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it.
And this throw will be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And the Panthers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage. Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This is caught inside the 50. 12-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Now Lamar changing the play. Henry again on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Boswell for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Panthers 31, Falcons 17.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. Here's Jackson. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And that sack, it goes to Boye Mafe. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. To throw is Jackson. Under pressure, they got him again. Jalen Carter, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now here's a throw that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they're going to speed things up here. On 3rd down, Merritt, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You've got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That's to the rookie from Notre Dame, Michael Mayer. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now it's Mahomes again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing is Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry all alone inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Derrick Henry with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. they're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack there by Brandon Graham coming in and bringing him down to the ground. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes going to keep it on the draw. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Patrick Mahomes with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it looks like the Panthers hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
15. Attack. Yellow.
Mahomes will throw. And this this is caught on the sideline. On the feet in, they are. What a catch. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20. Mahomes. Going down the middle, and it's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On Sunday.
Mahomes to throw it. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And the Panthers are going to recover here, and that should be enough to get them the victory. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Carolina, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.